Morning or welcome to Stand Together day number 3. If you're joining us live, jump on, say hi, join us. Good morning. In the replay, let me know, hashtag replay below, whatever the platform may be. Let me know and give me a good morning. Welcome. I just finished a board meeting on Zoom with one of my companies just outside of LA, and just in time for you guys this morning. It's always a balance when you're speaking to so many different places at different times, including last week I had a 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock board meeting AM. Fun times. Stop investing overseas. That's the takeaway. Join us. Good morning. Yes, happy Pancake Day. Those of you that have been hanging out with me for a long time, you will know that sitting over on my bench over there, my daughter already got up this morning and she pulled out all of the ingredients. It's all ready, and they've just been waiting for me to come and make my pancakes. We make breakfast a little bit later on a Sunday, as most of you I'm sure do too. So it is happening, Pancake Day today. Jump on, give me a good morning. Welcome to Stand Together, day 3. And I told you we're hanging out. For those that might be hanging out for the first time, we're hanging out now every morning, 8 a.m. Melbourne time. And I'm going to be giving you something. So I'm going to be giving you a tip or a focus or something. And then I'm going to go to Q&A. And the questions give you about anything at all, right? Anything that you want at all, it's fine. This is a chance to do this. I'm doing this because I'm trying to help you right now stand together and just get through the challenging times that a lot of people are having right around the world. And of course, here in Australia with 16 million that are locked down right now. So I get it. I understand. So as you're joining us, you can click that little share button. You can share it while we're here. You can add some friends in that should be here again. And this is really about you. And this is about how we can focus on the things that we can control about you. And if you're new to hanging out with me, I talk about this all the time, right? This was not a prop. I just happened to be wearing it today. Live by design, not by default. And what that means is about having the kind of life you want to have, but encompassing your personal and also your professional life. So if you're talking about having an empire, well, then that's multiple businesses, right? And so that's all the fun times. So jump on, say good morning. Morning. Good to see you. Hi. Good to see you. Yes, great to see you. Good morning. It is great to see you. Good morning. Yes, exactly. That worked perfectly, Pete. I didn't go back to bed. I just went for a swim at 4:30. Good morning. One day I'm going to maybe make pancakes for you guys and show you how it's done because I fucking rock at pancakes. Let me tell you that. So remember, if they're friends that should be here, go and tag them in and let's get rocking and rolling today. So to yesterday, I'm not going to go back over every lesson every day because not everything you have to watch everything, but everything really does connect because you are connected to your business and your business is connected to you, right? So there's some things that I spoke about yesterday and the day before. They're really going to be connected to what we do today and what I speak to you about. So what I felt like doing today is I really felt like speaking to you really about your mornings great segue for that, Pete. One of the things I realized during a pandemic, during just life, during building an empire, during lockdowns, during shitty times, during good times, all that fun stuff is that your ability to look after what you do and how you start and you win your mornings is an incredibly important part. And I get interviewed all the time. I've been doing so much press recently, and I've got a whole bunch of press coming up right around the world, not just here in Australia, because my students did exceptionally well in the last 12 months, 18 months here in Australia in this pandemic, and I got some of the attention in Australia, and so that's now made some international attention too. So I've been doing a bunch of press, and one of the things that people always ask me is, what do you do? Like, how do you start your day? How do you win your morning? So instead of giving you like a wake up at 4:30, do 17 push-ups, then do a star jump and jump into a cold icy bath. Yes, there's all these, weird and wonderful things that I do. What I wanted to do is to, instead of giving you some kind of shopping list of what you should do in the mornings, because I really believe everyone should have their own play, their own thing that they do for them. I wanted to talk to you about how I created my morning routines, right? How I created my morning routines, as in where I came up with my morning routines. So winning your morning, right? Winning your morning is about thinking about how you want to get your day started in I would say 3 major categories in life. One is going to be physical, right? So physical is all about your physical body, your exercise, all the things you do to help you to be able to perform, right? That's one thing physically. So you might ask yourself and say, do I do anything physically? Am I actually getting active? Am I Am I running? Am I exercising? Am I doing yoga? Am I doing Pilates? Am I walking? I'm not here to tell you to do, whatever. I'm not here to say, you should go for a run. You should go to the gym. You can do whatever the fuck you want, right? What I'm here to tell you is that if you really want to, it's going to affect some of the other things I talk about in terms of your mental clarity, but you get your blood pumping. There's a lot of science around, once your blood is moving around your body, what that does in terms of clearing and getting you focused, and what it just does for your whole body. And of course, the health benefits are physical as well. But I'm not here to tell you should be absolutely going out there and running or exercising. What I'm here to tell you is you should find something in your life, in your morning, that allows you to be physical. So let's say you're really overweight or unhealthy or whatever it may be for you. You might be underweight and unhealthy, whatever it may be for you. If you could stand there and do 100 star jumps, and if you've never done star jumps before, that's a great start. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a great start to doing something physical. If you're already quite physically active, you might be looking for the next bit. Like for me, I have my own routines physically of what I do, but I change them up sometimes. I might, like for about a year, I was doing reformer Pilates every morning because I was strengthening my core and back because of my role. I have quite a demanding life, traveling when the borders are open, and sometimes I stand on stage for days on end and teach some fun stuff too. And some of you have been there or maybe even coming, and you'll see it's to do that. I have to be in a physical fitness to be able to do that. Sometimes I do boxing. I quite like boxing. I'm good at it. I'll do it. I've done it for years, and I might go do that because that's what I want to do physically for me. Or other times I might go for a run, or I might use cross trainer, or I might obviously use weights and things like that. So whatever it is for you, or I'll go play basketball. This week just gone by, I filled in for a mate's team and I played basketball. Scored 31 points. Just if anyone was going to ask me. 31 points, 8 threes. So anyway, and so I'll do things to stay physical. So whatever it is for you that you need to do to stay physical, whatever it is, I don't care. Just find something physical and do it every day. And then do more and more and more as you go. Does that make sense? I'm not going to prescribe you a fucking workout right now. But whatever it may be, just do that is what I'm saying. So get something physical happening. How do you win your mornings? You've got to get your blood pumping. You've got to get your body moving. And one of the ways you can do that is to find something physical you can do. The second thing for me is this kind of mental and emotional. Right? Mental and emotional is a category for me where you've got to think about how can I get myself started and win my mornings mentally and emotionally. So one of the things you could do is you could look at, for me, what I do is I do meditation. And there's about 6 or so forms of meditation that I do. There's all these different types of meditation. It doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to be, to sit down, cross your arms and, do this. In fact, my daughter, I've taught her meditation and she was doing a form of it yesterday. And, it doesn't take ages. She'll sit there for 5 minutes doing something, on her floor, just a basic form of meditation that she was doing to help her mentally and emotionally. And that's the same thing for all of us. So find something that just can help you mentally and emotionally, whether it be meditation or affirmations. Just an affirmation, by the way, is just literally simply repeating something over and over and over and over again within your head about something you feel about yourself. It could be, I'm strong, I'm proud, I'm powerful. I'm strong, I'm proud, I'm powerful. That's something that really help you within your mental routine to get you started as well. So think about the things that you know are critical within yourself, just to look after yourself mentally and emotionally. You've got to look after your emotions. If you don't look after, it's why people do meditation, right? Think about why the most successful people in the world do meditation. Why they do that is because there's a lot of shit they have to deal with in their life, right? Think about all of the fucked up things all the biggest people in the world have to deal with, right? What are those things they have to deal with? And those things they have to deal with on a daily basis. They have to deal with a huge amount of stress. And when they're dealing with this huge amount of stress, they're going to start thinking in their head, what are they doing to be able to keep their calm, to be able to steady their nerve when there's a challenging time, when they've got something going wrong in their business or something challenging within their own life. So this kind of a mental and emotional piece of winning your morning is a really, really important part of it. So the question to you today around that is, what can you do to win your morning mentally and emotionally? What are the things that you can do to do that? And by the way, while I'm sharing this, I'd love to know if you do something physically, or I'd love to know if you do something mentally and emotionally so far. So they're the two things we've talked about so far around winning your mornings. The other thing around winning your mornings is this idea of spirituality, right? Now, spirituality for me is anything that you can do that brings you inner peace and balance, right? Inner peace and balance. Now, for some of you, spirituality is your religion, right? So you believe in a religion, you've grown up in a religion, and that's great. That's your spirituality. Other people that don't have a religion will have other ways, or maybe have a blend between both. Maybe you are religious, but you also have some spiritualness about you as well. But to me, I don't care what you are or what your background is. This is about whatever is going to give you inner peace and balance. That is spirituality, right? So if it may be, it could actually be connected to things like meditation, right? Even though we talked about that for the other part as well, that actually could be connected to meditation. So whatever gives you any inner peace and balance, it could be making a phone call to a great friend of yours and having a conversation, making time to do that because it just makes you feel better, this inner peace and balance. It could be doing good for somebody else. It could be going out there and volunteering and doing something once a week for a charity that you really care about to help you to get some perspective and really help with that inner peace and balance. It could be sitting there and it could be cooking dinner with your partner, with a friend of yours that just gives you that kind of inner peace and balance. This is about dealing with the fact that life is full on, right? And whatever it may be for you that gives you that level of inner peace and balance, you've got to find that. So mental and emotional, physical and spiritual, they're the three things that I practice every morning in some way to win the mornings. Now, let me give a big fucking caveat here, right? Now, I do this almost every morning, right? But there are some mornings where it's crazy busy. I missed that workout, or I didn't get a chance to meditate as much, or I didn't. And all these things happen because I have a life like anybody else has, and I have challenges like anybody else has. I have children, I have kids, I have stuff going on in my life, right? There were things that happen that we need to be able to deal with. Some things are easy, some things are chaotic and crazy. That's just the life that we have. But if you can have more often than not winning your mornings through some level of inner peace and balance, and some level of mental and emotional release, some level of physical routine, when we can combine these three things together, it's going to enable you to start really winning your morning. So the questions are this, right? There could be questions like, what activities can you do to be physical, to be spiritual, to be mental and emotional? What can you do, right? What part of these activities are going to help you? Like what if you broke those activities down, what part of these are going to help you? But you know how we're talking about like how to start your morning, how to win your morning. One of the secrets here to success is when you're trying to change a habit or routine, like adding some of these things into your diet of your life, right? Connect to why you're doing it. Right? So connect to the why that you're doing it. So for me, if I say, okay, I got to learn meditation. This doesn't really work for me. How am I going to do this? Whatever it may be, I've got to learn this thing I'm not really great at. I would say to myself, okay, even though and this is what I remember I had to do this when I first learned meditation. Okay, even though I don't really want to do this, why do I, Aaron, if you could become more calm, centered, focused, and better in crisis, lockdowns, or whatever it may be, I'm sure I wasn't thinking about that back then there's a net benefit to me learning this thing called meditation. So the question is, why win your mornings? Now, I've talked about what you can do, right? How do you win your mornings? But why win your mornings? What part of your routine are you going to do to be able to win your mornings, and why win your mornings? So I'd love to know so far, what do you do? And you might say, here's what you could do in the comments, right? Everyone can write it. You could say to me, all right, Aaron, physical, yes or no, spiritual, yes or no, mental and emotional, yes or no. Like, just let me know what, if you're doing anything. You have to tell me what those things are, but I'd love to know a bit of a gauge. Go ahead in the comments right now. Everyone watching this live, everyone watching this in a replay, like, why are you watching this unless you're going to participate, right? So go ahead and hit those numbers down the bottom, or let me know, and let me know, what are you doing? Spiritual routines? Yes. Do you have a mental and emotional routine? Are you doing something to help your mental and emotional state? Are you doing something around your physical physical state? Let me know, and let me know down the bottom if you're doing something to start your day, to start it right. I'd love to know down the bottom. So go ahead and type some in. I'd love to know what you're doing. If you're doing some of it, all of it, none of it, let me know. It would be really cool to see what you're doing. And again, this is not about I get up at this time, I do that. It's just about you doing the things that are going to serve you. Like this morning, I normally get up at 4:30. This morning, I was up at about 5:30 this morning. So I was late by an hour to what I would normally do. But you know what? I still fucking did it. And I still will do it. Yesterday, I had to break up half of my morning routine because I had another board meeting call with overseas. So I ended up doing my physical workout in the afternoon, right? Normally I do it in the mornings because I don't normally do it during the day because I like to hang out with the kids. But what you got to work it out. You got to make sure it works for you. So what do you know? What are you doing right now? I'd love to see some of your physical routine. Are you doing one? Mental, emotional? Are you doing something around that? Like, are you focusing on this? Are you trying to get this right? Are you reading? Are you stopping and sitting with your own emotions and saying, all right, why do I feel pissed off? Why do I feel angry? Why do I feel happy? Why do I feel joyful? What are the reasons why I'm feeling like this? Because think about it. If you feel brilliant because, let's say, you've got family and you've hung out with your family for an hour or two and you feel really, really good, right? You feel great within yourself and you go like, I feel really good. Well, guess what? If that's how you feel, then you're saying to yourself, maybe you need to start making more time in your routine to do some more stuff around your family. Maybe you need to do some more things around that. Maybe if you go in and you're hanging out with a friend that you've always had coffee with, but you walk away and you're like, fuck, I don't want to do that anymore. That person's so fucking draining. Then guess what? Don't do it. Not helping your mental and emotional state, is it? You watch a video or a movie and you feel great because it's something that really inspires and uplifts you. Okay, great. Let's watch more of that. You watch something else you don't. Okay, so it's not just about one thing, and yes, we're talking about winning the mornings, but what makes you feel great? Can you watch a video first thing in the morning? Can you tune in to something like this first thing in the morning? It might make you feel great, whatever. What are you going to do to change that, to get you back to where you need to be? And for me, the reason why I gave you that last part about why you're doing it is if anyone thinks that every time I wake up and I go to do my morning routine, I'm like, fuck yeah, eye of the tiger, I can't wait to do this, let's go. Not every time. Sometimes I'm like, I've had 3 hours sleep because I've had this, I have kids and this happened. And, like most people out there that might have family, they find their way. Last night, there was a noise. We heard a noise outside, so all the children are in bed. And then what happens when children are in your bed? It's always nice, but you never sleep as well because they're always fucking moving. So then that happens. Then you have a board meeting at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you've got to work out before that. And we all have lives of things that happen like that. But you've got to find the reason why. Why do I do it? Because I can't do the Aaron Sansoni life, right? The Sansoni verse, right? I can't do this unless I'm looking after myself mentally and emotionally, physically and spiritually, because I won't have the ability to be able to do that if I do that. That's my net reason of why I'm doing it. You got to find what it is for you. Does that make sense to you? You got to find whatever it is for you, but you've got to win your mornings. You got to start right. You know what I mean? If you go to the petrol station and you get the shittest petrol you can, and you're trying to drive the best car you can, then your car's not going to go further faster, is it? Right? So you've got to put good things into your body. I'm not going to talk about what you eat and stuff like that. God, I don't want to be one of those people that jumps on and says you have to eat berries with fucking goji and almond milk and oats. I'm eating pancakes this morning. That's why I'm going to eat pancakes this morning. Do you want to know those pancakes? Sugar. Because I'm not making an unhealthy version. I'm making real fucking pancakes. That's what I'm having today, right? Because it's not cheat meals, right? It's treat meals. You look after yourself well enough, then have your treat meals, right? Don't have your cheat meals, have your treat meals. You should treat yourself. You should do some stuff. Sometimes you might want to treat yourself and sleep in. But if you're sleeping in 6 out of 7 mornings, then you need to change your fucking routine. Whereas if you're looking after yourself 6 days, or you're having really healthy food, and then you look and you go, oh, I really want to have that pizza. Yes, that's a fake pizza. How good are these fake pizzas? Best thing about having kids is have so much random shit. Where's pizza? It's like a stick-on pizza. You can make your own pizza. Have pizza, right? Have pizza. Have pizza, if that's what you want. Do whatever, right? Got to have your treat meals. Treat meals. not your cheap meals, right? So listen, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. So what activities can you do? Why are you doing it? And what are you going to do every morning? Like, what can you agree to, right? So what can you agree to? Don't bullshit me and say, I'm going to get up at 4:30 because Aaron does. Please don't get up at 4:30 like I do, and you're getting up now at 7:30 because you're going to hate your life real quick. So you need to start working towards whatever's going to work for you. Yeah? Whatever's going to work for you. Whatever's going to work for you. You're going to start working towards that, and what's going to be the thing you're going to do, right? To start when your morning's right. Cool? All right. Mornings. That's what we're talking about today. How you can win your mornings. Hey, questions. Why don't you throw me some questions in? Go. Let's do this. Let's get some questions in the bottom. It could be about your morning routines. Of course, you can do that. It could be about anything. Go for it. What do you got? I've got a few minutes now to do that until my children start banging on the door over there. And start banging and saying, like, zombies. What's that show? I stopped watching it a long time ago. I watched a little bit of it. I got over it. That zombie show. Someone help me out here. Banging on the door. All right, questions. What do we got? Yep, working out. Yes. I can play basketball at 4:30 in the morning. Yes. Yeah, I can do that in my basketball court. Except I'll wake up all my family. All right, what questions we got? Throw them down the bottom. Scroll down to the bottom. Let's do this. Josephine. All right. Do you change your routine in lockdown or push your times? Yeah. So Josephine, I do the same thing, in lockdown, the same thing. Occasionally what I will do is if I'll actually put in extras. So if I can, let's say if I'm doing mainly Zoom meetings, 'cause I'm not going to my offices, what I might do is I actually might, Walking Dead, that's the one. I might add something else in. So I actually might go for another, like yesterday I had a workout during the day as well. So I would go for maybe another, actually, let me be clear. Yesterday I went for my morning workout during the day. It wasn't 2 workouts, but sometimes I'll have a second workout. I'll do something else, but I stick to my routine. I'm up, I do the same things. I mean, I don't want to lose. See, look, all of this stuff we're talking about, like meditation. When you first start meditation, you suck, you hate it. Then you get better and better and better and better and better and better and better. I don't want to lose my gains mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually by having a week off because everyone else is locked down. Like that doesn't work that way. So yes, I stick to my routines, and sometimes I do a little bit more if I can. As sleep is so essential, I'm curious to how many hours you get. Yeah, so look, happy warrior. So I generally do, my body's pretty good with, I do about 6.5 hours sleep is what my body's pretty good generally. If I find that I get to a point where I'm exhausted, and it's a week or 2 weeks or something, my body really needs it, I'll sleep in. I'll have a sleep in, and I'll work out my routines later, which means I might get, 8 hours or something. My body clock's pretty good though. I'm generally in bed about 11. My body would make, or maybe 10:30, depending, and then my body will wake me up. Pretty much 4:30. It wakes me up. So that works for me. And again, that works for me. So sometimes I might get 5.5, sometimes I might get 6. It really depends on that. But then I'll have times where I'll allow my body to sleep, and I'll just do that, and I'll like this morning, I wasn't up till, what time is that? So I would have been up at 6:30 this morning, right? I had my board. I was up at 6, worked out, then I had a board meeting, so 6 o'clock. So I was an hour and a half later than I normally would be, but then I'll probably work out a little bit later on today as well. So, but sleep-wise, look, it works for me. And I know that there's so much study into it. You should get 8 hours. You should get 10 hours. Other people sleep on 4 hours. I've got a friend of mine that slept on 4 hours now for the last 25 years, and he's worth $1 billion, happy, healthy, and wealthy. And he swears by his routine. I'm like, okay, that works for you. I wouldn't do 4 hours. I don't think it's going to work for me. So about 6 hours works for me. 6.5 hours works for me. Yes, Sam, stop working so late so you get up at 8. Try and fix that. What else you got? All right, other question we got. What would you What would you, what would be your best tips for time management and getting as much as you can done? Look, I think structuring your time a bit better. And not necessarily like between this time and this time, but, getting your to-do list of what needs to get done. Being focused in your time. So list of what needs to get done, getting clear on when it needs to get done, and really focusing on those time. Like you can go to the gym and you can work out, and you can just be doing a rep, or you can be really focusing on that rep. You could be in a meeting and just kind of listening and letting it drag on, or you can be focused on trying to get the outcome. So focus on the outcome that you want is what gets the most out of my time, and definitely structure. Definitely having a structure of what needs to get done and my list of things that need to get done every single day, which I call my rocks. Every day I get my rocks done. All right, what else we got? Granite Creek. Mr. Don, if you aren't doing anything except getting up and getting straight into work, what would you start with? Well, I would do everything in my power not to literally roll out of bed and start work. So I would, even if it's 15 minutes earlier and I could get up, go and do fucking star jumps in your bathroom for 5 minutes, right? Sit on the floor and do 50 sit-ups, do 10 push-ups, and then go have a shower. Just at least do that. That could take you could get that done in 7 minutes if you had to. Do that to get your day started, then go have a shower. If you aren't able to start, first thing, look, I do cold showers, I do ice baths and stuff. So, getting to that, I'm a big fan of what cold can do for your body. So, have a cold shower. Now, by the way, when I say cold shower, you don't need to start off being cold. Start having, what I do is I have a normal shower, then I reduce the temperature down until it's cold. And then it wakes me up, and it not just wakes me up, but it gets your whole body firing. I do ice baths as well, which is a whole other ball game. I'm not going to talk to you about that now, but ice baths, which is part of routine. But anyone can do cold showers, right? How many times do you meditate? How long? Yeah, so look, pollinate, GC. I meditate. There's about 6 forms of meditation. People think that it's only sitting down and crossing your legs and arms and humming, but there's about 6 forms. So I would say I do probably 2 or 3 a day, different forms, I'll probably get 2 or 3. Plus, I do every morning. I'll do my one to get myself focused on, and then sometimes I might do it if I just need an extra, calm time as well. So I'll a couple of times a day, I'd say, in different forms. What else we got? Trust the fucking process, Sam. Discipline is consistency is key. Yep, exactly. So this cold water, what it does is it really wakes up your whole nervous system. That's one of the big things it does. There's a guy named Wim Hof on Instagram, big following, basically just talks about the cold water and what it does for your body and what it does for you. So go and follow him. He's just all about ice, and it's all about cold. So look, what it does for your body is it wakes up your entire nervous system and it gets you focused and fired up. So I do ice baths, especially if I'm doing events. I'll do ice baths and sometimes cryo, which is a freezing agent for your whole body. Basically, it's like standing in a fridge, for the coldest fridge you could ever imagine, for about 5 minutes, but you can do it at home. Just go cold. Look, all I'd say for you is anyone that wants to try this, go have a normal shower and just bit by bit, turn it cold, stop, cold, stop, cold, stop. Probably take you an extra 2 minutes. So, anyone that's, the 2-minute shower people, it's not going to work for, but the 2 minutes to it, and then once and then you kind of, your body gets used to it. Then once it's as cold as you can bear, make sure you stay under it for a good, fully under it for a good 2 minutes. Then turn it off and see how you feel. I just answered your question, Inga, without even seeing it. There you go. Exactly. Wim Hof stuff is all over it. Wim Hof's all over it. Love it. Hardcore. I know. Some of you are like, no way I'm going to do that. I'm not going to have cold baths, cold showers. That was me. I'm like, these people are fucking bananas. I'm not going to do any of that. But then I tried it. And guess what? I focus on things that get me a result. And if that's going to get you a result, then you do it because it's going to get you a result, right? That's the point. You do the things that are going to get you a result. So it gets me a result, so I do it. So go ahead and do it. Go on and see everyone do this today or tomorrow whenever you're having your shower. If you already had one, then try it tomorrow. And hey, maybe you come into our session Monday just fucking fired up because you just have had cold showers. All right. Much love to you all. Must run. Time for me to go and get these pancakes on and get my children fed. Remember, today we've talked about winning your mornings. Go back and have a look at this. If someone needs to hear this, remember, once I shut this down, you've got to go back to the video inside of Instagram, tag mates in the video, and make sure that you give a comment in there and maybe go and share it. If there's others need to go and share it. And by the way, if you're taking these lessons and using it, like if you're starting to win your mornings more, take some photos, tag me in it on Instagram, and let me know what you're doing. If you're changing something physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it may be, I'd love to see you implement the things that I teach you while we're hanging out together. All right, much love to every one of you. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for another Stand Together. Have a wicked Sunday. Much love. Bye.